Chad's president killed in battlefield fight with rebels, military says.
Here's a summary of the article.
N'Djamena, Chad's longtime leader has died of wounds suffered during a visit to frontline troops battling a little-known rebel group, the military announced Tuesday, just hours after he was declared the winner of an election that would have given him another 6 years in power. The military quickly announced President Idriss Déby Itno's son as the Central African nation's interim leader, succeeding his 68-year-old father who ruled for more than 3 decades. The army seizing power and conferring it on the son of the president is a coup and unconstitutional, Sogando tweeted Tuesday, calling for the African Union to condemn the transfer of power. The government has released few details of its efforts to put down the rebellion in northern Chad. The army said Tuesday that Déby had fought heroically but was wounded in a battle. The French presidency called Déby a courageous friend in a statement Tuesday. Déby first came to power in 1990 when his rebel forces overthrew then-President Hissène Habré, who was later convicted of human rights abuses at an international tribunal in Senegal. Over the years Déby had survived numerous armed rebellions and managed to stay in power until this latest insurgency led by a group calling itself the Front for Change and Concord in Chad. The rebels are believed to have armed and trained in neighboring Libya before crossing into northern Chad on April 11.
This post received a score of 47,000, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
And his son is leading a military coup to succeed him.
4-star general at 37 years old, that guy must be a military genius to have progressed so fast.
Damn. Whenever I think of rulers being killed in battle, I think of the Middle Ages.
He was just visiting his troops, I read, and then they were ambushed.
So the rebels won? Isn't that how this goes?
No, but they've gotten themselves pretty close to the capital. His son is the new dissolved the constitution.
Of course they did.
As Terry Pratchett wrote, it's a classic democracy. One man, one vote. The top brass had that one man and he voted for that guy.
He also said he'd rather eat the ass out of a dead badger.
A sentiment we all can agree with.
To be fair, I don't think Terry had a sentiment that I don't agree with.
So they can't have a, most likely sham, election right away. Instead they'll have a transitional, military junta for 18 months that just happens to be led by his son. Definitely smells like a coup. Sometimes it be your own son.
The dead president was probably grooming his son to take over after him, and that's just his plan being followed.
Glad I'm not alone lol. Like the guy was president since 1990, so it's less a military coup and more his succession falling as planned.
Presumably he was planning to elevate his son to a high-ranking political role at some point in the future, hence the succession rules.
His son was already a key commander in the military and has relationships with international leaders, most importantly a strong connection to France. His son didn't come out of the blue. By no means I saying I agree with his installation and ignoring the constitution, but he definitely is as well prepared for taking over than anyone else likely is.
When I was in Africa, some soldiers from Chad stopped by our base for a couple of days on their way to go fight Boko Haram. They seemed like pretty good dudes if a bit inexperienced, but they were going to another country to fight those evil fucks, so I respected the hell out of them. Anyways, we got told a few days after they left that their column got ambushed and wiped out in Niger. Poor guys. Boko Haram is pure evil and the African coalition fighting them has taken some insane losses. Like hundreds of soldiers killed in one battle type stuff.
It's been relentless around Lake Chad. And this went down fast. Ongoing insurgency from the west by Boko Haram and ISIS splinter groups. President is killed while visiting troops to the north just after getting re-elected. 4-star general son is installed by military and essentially declares martial law, all borders closed.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.